first down.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Quick throw. The catch is made. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to throw yet again. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. Breaking free at the 35. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
That's hard. It's Whittington. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. To throw, it's Moore. Pass caught, can he get in? Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this third and goal.
Looking to the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. You know, they have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country, and you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that 5th defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The offense going with the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks free. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Manning. It's a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Texas.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for a touchdown himself.
And the point after is right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. He shreds the tackle.
The screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield. It's Moore. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep in the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Ducks. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades.
Here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Play fake, looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To the air. It's Manning. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted. Falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. The Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? It's a short completion to the big tight end. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Pass rush closing in. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Boy, as a play caller, when your offense is executing like this, it gives you such confidence with literally any play that you call, whether it's a run or a pass, that it's going to be executed the right way, and you got a shot to pick up positive yards and first downs.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Moore. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but it's a big play. All the way to the 43.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start his defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Look out. Room to run here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Back in motion now. Dropping back. It's Manning. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the clear. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Now it's second down here. Looking to pass this time. It's a short completion to the tight end. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. It's the running back in the flat. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense?
And he throws his third interception of the day. He can go. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense contributes 6 points. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out at the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Play action here on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Breaking tackles and going. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. Back to throw. It's Moore. On the move now. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being...
Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Ducks. They were not going to catch him that time. Now the timeout was called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
This receiver is putting on a show today.
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Short throw picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That keeps the score. Oregon 34, Texas 21.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Picks it up himself and still going. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. It's caught. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That's reeled in. It's Whittington. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. Catch is made down the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. On the run, he'll let it go. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it in the open. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pop over the middle. It's Baxter.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. First and goal, most likely 4-down territory to claim the lead. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Throwing off play action. Bringing pressure. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. First and goal from the 10.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Back to pass. It's Moore. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
No huddle now for the offense.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a one-point game here in the fourth quarter.
41, Oregon 40.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. You can't ask for more drama and a finish. A chance to jump on top if they can score in this possession. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Leaning on the run game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Dropping back. It's Manning. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is incomplete. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Delivers from the pocket complete over the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the tackle is made short of the marker. That's a huge 4th down stop to get the football back here late in the game. Buckle up, we could have a great finish. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quick pass, the catch is made. A big hit by the linebacker. physical tackle there, big versus big. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Defense is coming after him. Pump over the middle. It's Whittington. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's caught inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Finds his man. Touchdown, Ducks. And jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers.
And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the two-point conversion does not work. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.